Hi there everyone, thanks for joining me on another demo day today. I was putting some stamps together to make a composition for one of the cards I'm doing today, and the stamps reminded me of a friend of mine who's actually a nurse, and that got me thinking that how nice it would be for her to receive something through the post for as long as our postal service can keep going. Just to say what a great job she's doing. And that goes with a lot of people that we all know, I'm sure. These selfless people that are doing everything that they possibly can to help this situation, and it gives us a purpose to be doing what we love doing. So I just thought I would share that with you anyway. I'm sure that you've got loved ones out there that you haven't seen, and you know, just to receive a card through the post and just to support people out there, I think means everything. So my card today, I'm going to dedicate this one to Corinne, a friend of mine who's a nurse, only because I'm going to be using Darcy. This reminds me of her son Reese, because he absolutely loved snails when he was little. We've got a few stories to tell about that. So anyway, I'm going to be using the round gel press today and the colour box. This colour is olive. So again, I'm going to ink up, transfer that over. And then using some of the watered down brushes and our handy little fan brush, I'm just going to sprinkle this on. This is the yellow. I think this is sunburst, but you can use any kind of yellow. I mean, I quite like using the yellow, like I've said in previous demonstrations, because it keeps the area in the center quite light, which means I can stamp my focal point there and it will really stand out. So that's why I do that. Okay, so I'm using a little bit of the green. This is the lime green. And then what color shall we use? Maybe a little bit of the pink. Okay. So taking some of our multifarious card, if I can prise it apart, there we go. And then I'm going to place that down over the top. Give that a smooth over. And there we have gorgeous background. Okay, I'm going to use my heat gun and just give that a little bit of a blast just to dry that off. Just trim those edges down. Okay, so let's get started with our stamping. Now, what do we stamp first? Probably we'll use our little fairy bows. Okay. So I'm going to ink up in the, what colour? I'll actually use the twilight for this one. So ink up. And then I'm just going to pop that down on the edge there. Okay, got a little bit of a print there, but don't worry about things like that. Rory's actually going to be standing on the snail. This is the idea I had anyway. I haven't tried it yet, so let's give it a go. I'm going to stamp the snail on the base here. And then we're going to have Darcy, who's actually going to be Reese today, because this is for my friend's son. And he's going to be pointing to the top of the flower. It's great to tell a story, you know, with the stamps, and we can create whatever story that we want. Okay, so I think now we're going to have a little bit of magic around the top of the flower. This time in the Warm Breeze, and we're going to just where he's pointing, I'm going to plant a few stars. That'll give us a bit of magic. I'm going to cover that mistake there, hopefully, or it'll look better. Let's just take that down actually. There we go, that works. Okay, so I'm going to ground the snail now and the flower. So I'm going to use a bit of torn paper. Pop that over the edge, just so that I can just see the base there. And then picking up a smoothie, I'm going to go along the very edge. And this will ground it really well. Excellent. And now I think we need to just highlight that area. So I'm using the, what am I using? I'm using Twilight there, but I've taken a lot off because it's quite a strong, deep colour. So you don't want to go in too hard with it. There we go. And that's just really highlighted that area. What a difference that makes. Okay, so I'm going to go around the edge of the card now. with the twilight. Again, just a sweeping motion, gently, gently. This will cover up some of my fingerprints as well, luckily. I can never seem to keep a piece of card clean. I'm quite a messy worker, I think. I don't know how Eileen Godwin manages to keep her white card quite as clean as she does. She must have some magic fingers. Okay, and then there we go. This will just finish the card off really nicely. A little bit of glitter. Let's pop a little bit of that about. A little bit of magic. And let's pick our blue glitter. And there we have it. I hope you enjoyed that. And Corinne, that's dedicated to you. Keep up with the good work, my lovely.